What's up, Beyond the Mic family? How you guys doing? I hope everybody's all right. It's Daniel here with BTM Politics. I'm here to update you guys on the recent events concerning Senator Alex Padilla of California and Secretary Kristi Noem, the head of Homeland Security. On Thursday, June 12th, Kristi Noem was giving a press conference about the National Guard and its involvement in California and the protests. She was in California giving this press conference, and Senator Padilla, who was in the same building for a completely unrelated event, decided that he was going to stop in and listen to what the Secretary of Homeland Security was saying, seeing as it is his state, it is his concern, and he just went there to kind of see what was happening and what she was saying in the press conference. During the press conference, at this point I should mention that Senator Padilla identified himself when he first entered the building because he was escorted by FBI and other law enforcement to where he was originally going, and he was already known to people in the building, and he's also the senior senator from California. So Senator Padilla, at this point in time, there was no issue. He goes into the press conference and he kind of, he's listening, and then according to him, he hears some stuff where, he says it's too much, and too much political rhetoric is the correct word that he used. It's the exact word that he used. And he said at that point he felt as if it was his right, because he is a senator, he is a citizen. He was going to ask Secretary Noem, a question about the National Guard's involvement, Homeland Security's involvement, about what's going on in California and his concern. And at this point, he raises his voice, kind of to ask the question. He's like, I have a question. And he was forcibly detained and dragged out of the room by several members of the FBI and other law enforcement. And you can see in the video, I hope we'll put a clip up on it. He says that he is Senator Alex Padilla of California. As the agents are kind of taking him away and dragging him away, he identifies himself, and he's saying he's just trying to ask Ms. Noem a question. Obviously, either things were miscommunicated or they didn't know what's happening. That's what they're saying. And he was detained forcibly. They put him on the ground. They handcuffed him. He was detained. He said he was shortly released after, and him and Kristi Noem had a short 10 to 15-minute conversation regarding what happened. Since then, however, the White House has kind of taken Ms. Noem's stance and her side, that Senator Padilla failed to identify himself, that he lunged and was moving towards the secretary in a hostile manner, and they placed the fault of what happened with the senator. And